countdown. All right, welcome to Jack Dodson's Racing Insider News this week. We got a good show. Let's before I get ahead of myself, let's thank our marketing partners. Virginia. Oops. Oh, you can still stick them over there. It's my first time. Virginia 811.
Okay.
GAC, Great American Company. Bondurant Brothers Distillery. Factory Canopies. Can't thank those guys enough. We got some nice chairs and nice. Jack, what are you?
I thought we were going to have a third person, so I had to fix this one to rig it.
MPM Marketing. She also does some suits. I got a new suit coming. Tanya is helping us out. Tanya, I will be sending you tomorrow my measurements, and we'll get that ordered. NC811. Black Acid, if you need some shirts. They did some really nice shirts for me, and I can't appreciate them enough. Have we heard anything else on our
I talked to him the other night. He said he's still working on it. So.
We got some new shirts coming out. We can't reveal anything yet. I don't want to show anybody anything until they come out. I mean, these things are going to fly off the shelf.
It's going to be cool to see, but I wasn't sold on it at first.
No, you were not. That'll be a whole subject when we finally do. Safety Clean, Performance Plus, last but not least, Langley Speedway, Vaughn Crittenden, Bill Mullis, Chuck Hall, Chief, all those guys for allowing us to do our show here and being a pain in everybody's arse. What's up, Dwight? So good show. We got upcoming events, man. So tomorrow night, Wacky Wednesdays is back at it.
Yep.
So that'll be pretty cool. I've yet to come out.
I have not been out here for Wacky Wednesday or the carts. I want to come out here for the carts.
You know, we could do a Wacky Wednesday race. You and me, we could race each other on a Wacky Wednesday. You take your car out there, and I'll take my car.
No. I've got enough problems. I had the week that I don't want no parts of messing up my car. That's not going to be the next thing I do.
I have heard it happen a few times. This weekend, Armed Forces Night, late models, modified, super streets, super trucks this weekend. Armed Forces Night, what a great night to come out to Langley Speedway, represent whatever armed forces you want to represent. Please do. And thank all those guys for what they do for us. Wacky Wednesday next week, and then the following week, I'll be back in action. Hopefully, we get my motor in. Be twin late models, Grand Stocks, U-Cars, Legends, Bandos, Carts, and yours truly.
Yours truly. Yep, that's yours truly.
And then the 28th, 29th is, I guess, all the racing is shut down. We're going to have Monster Truck Extreme Showdown Saturday and Sunday.
That's pretty cool. All right. Well, the news from this past week, and we wasn't here last week, so a couple things I want to bring up that we didn't get to mention the week before.
Mm-hmm.
Want to send out our prayers and condolences to the family of Eric McClure.
Yes.
He passed away a couple weeks ago, or a week or so ago, and we wasn't here last week to acknowledge that. Also, the Bobby Youngster family, he passed away like the day after that. And I understand that Derek Lancaster is back home.
That's good.
So he's been released and he's back home, and that's a good thing. So we didn't mention that last week, so I thought I'd start off with that this week. Anyway.
Yeah. Before you get too far, I got something for you. You know, the other week when my motor blew up, you give me $1 for, and that's about an inch of gutter. So Miles wanted me to deliver this to you. So I mean, this is your, and I want to, I'm gonna make sure this is valuable. So I'm gonna sign it for you, Jack.
Whose name you gonna put up there?
So this is $1 worth. And the hanger is an extra $1. So I need an extra $1 if you want this to hang it, Jack. I'll probably even have to show you how to do it. You can. It's a piece of gutter right there. That's your $1 worth of gutter, Jack.
Now I want to know who came up with this plan here.
Miles, that was their idea. So thank Mark and those guys and Miles of Seamless Gutter to.
I will put this I will put this in my racing memorabilia that I've got. That's really cool. Thank you very much.
Almost forgot.
Oh, wow. Anyway. All right, in the news this past week, let's talk about some of the races that were run this past week. In the truck series, Sheldon Creed got the win. The Xfinity race, Justin Allgaier got the win. In the Cup race, Martin Truex Jr. The ARCA East race, Sammy Smith got the win, and Mason Diaz finished second.
Oh, wow.
In the Cars Tour race, Lane Riggs, that was at Ace Speedway. Lane Riggs got the win there. The ARCA race also was at Nashville. I forgot to mention that. At Nashville, the Cars Super Late Models, Caden Quapple got the win there. At Motor Mile, Chris Van Dyke, Chris Van Dyke has now got a win, or got 2 wins up at Motor Mile Speedway, Dave Adams and Rodney Davis. And so we're going to have him on the show real soon because I want everybody to meet Chris Van Dyke, because, I've been accused of a lot of things, but might as well.
A lot.
Yeah.
A lot.
At Franklin County, John Smith won the modified race. Up at Chemung Speedway, in the Superstock event, Garrett Zacharias got the win in his Superstock car. He started on the outside pole. His daddy was on the pole, and he outrun him.
Did he? Well,
I mean, I watched it. He left him.
That's pretty cool. That had been pretty cool for him to beat his dad.
That was a big deal there. In the modified race at Chemung, Patrick Emmerling won the race there. At Florence, the late models, Ryan Glinsky got the win in the regular late models. In the Carolina late model, the Pro Late Model Series, Gus Dean got the win. And in the Super Trucks, Clint King got the win. At Kingsport Speedway, late model race number 1, Chase Dixon got the win. That was his first win down there. And in late model race number 2, Brad Housewright won the second race. And if I'm not mistaken, and we'll have to ask Brian, but I think he's an 811 driver.
Who?
Brad Housewright. But I'm not sure.
I'm not sure of that either.
In the modified 4-cylinders, Kevin Cantor won. Now, Kevin Cantor's back running modified 4-cylinders. He's not lost a race this year between.
Let me guess. He's got your stickers on.
I ain't gonna say nothing. Between Lonesome Pine, Motor Mile, and Kingsport, he's not lost a modified 4-cylinder race yet.
Wow.
So that's but anyway, we're just gonna say my stickers are your stickers. You got your names, even though you don't put them on your car. Okay. At Wake County, the late model race was won by Zach Marks, thanks to Mason Dunn getting me straight on that. I was told differently, and then he point blank made sure that I understood who won that race.
Mason will make sure you got it right.
In the Bando race, our buddy Riley Music got the win. That is win number 5 for Riley Music, and he does have our stickers on. So I'm just going to let you know that that's some more wins. Over here at Langley Speedway this past weekend, the modified race number 1, Matt Carter. Race number 2, Matt Carter.
Matt put a whooping on him. Matt started 8th, obviously, because they inverted, and passed everybody on the outside and went to the lead.
And drove away from him.
Yeah.
In the Grand Stocks, race number 1 was won by Chris Roberts. Race number 2, won by Chris Roberts. In the Enduros, Cody Bryant got the win in the Enduros. And evidently he is now beginning to take your Mafia. They kind of dropped off you because you can't win. Right. And they're all jumping on Colby Vance because Colby Bryant because
he's a much nicer kid than I am.
I was going to say that, but I didn't.
I mean, let's be honest.
In the U-Cars, Christian Keller got the win, and in the Champ Carts, Trace Wyatt got his first win.
His first win. That was pretty cool because Danny has been a big his father's been a big wing champ guy for several years. Hasn't driven for a while. He's back. And have his son. I went over and talked to him a little bit afterwards. He said, "Man, I was in tears at lap 18
And up at Dominion Speedway, they had 2 late model races. Peyton Sellers won both of those races up there.
Yeah, he's pretty good, I've heard.
So to go on and announce now, we're going ahead and announce, and I'm trying to get Cody to come on the show next week, the NC 811 GAC, whatever the LLC stands for. I done forgot now.
Limited Liability Company.
I forgot what it was. I had it in my head and I forgot it.
Brian.
And Jack Dodson's Racing Insider's driver of the week for this week is Cody Bryant from the U-Cars.
I don't think anybody will argue that. I mean, that would have been a tough call between him and Chris, wasn't it?
It was really close. I mean, the Mafia was really out this week. They didn't have you to pull for, so that's a good thing. So anyway, tonight on our show, we're going to have Brian Morehouse, and he's going to present our driver of the North Carolina 811 driver of the month, and we're pretty excited about that. And then we're going to have Nikki Turpin coming on. She's with BA 811. She's going to announce I'm going to help her announce the rookie of the month for BA 811. And on top of that, she's got the certificate. I had her print the certificate because my printer got messed up when we were doing all this other stuff, and I never got it back. So she was printing that up. So she'll be here next week. She's going to come by here next week and be with us on the show next week, and we'll have
a good sponsor while it lasted.
And so anyway,
if she spends all night with us, it'll be over.
So anyway, and then I'm going to go up to Dominion in a couple weeks, and I'm going to present it to them at Dominion. So I'm going to congratulate Cody Bryant as our NC 811 GAC Jack Dodson's Racing Insider News driver of the week. And that's a big deal.
Yeah, I don't think anybody will argue with that.
I think it was.
He's a great young man.
Now, I see on my board up there, I see the legend in himself, Davey Callihan, sitting there. He's looking around like he don't know who I'm talking about. And I see Brian Morehouse. There's big Brian Morehouse right there. It looks like he's been on a trampoline or something. So let's get them on here and go ahead and start. But
what's up, Davey? How you doing, man?
Guys, how you doing?
Hey, David, what's happening up there in your land and in your world?
Oh, we're just getting a little work done tonight here at the Mullins Racing Shop.
Okay, now I'm going to save the other thing that we're going to talk about with you for a few minutes, but we're going to do this other thing first.
All right. This other thing.
So Brian Morehouse, I'm going to let you go ahead and start and say what you need to say, and then I'm going to present it.
Davey, nice to meet you, and I'm hearing you're having one heck of a season. Hearing from the guys on the show, we want to really take the time and congratulate you for being the driver of the month off the Jack Dodson Racing Insider News, sponsored by NC 811, the Jack Dodson Show. Congratulations. Thank you for all that you do. I hear you're really doing great up there at Dominion Speedway. Looking forward to getting out there with Jack. And, well, we may even bring Scott with us. We need somebody to drive us up there. Then again, Scott, are you even driving anymore?
Well, yeah, but I got to get a motor first. So if you need me to go to...
You got a new gig being an announcer. So that word got back to me this weekend. But, Davey, congratulations, man. Thank you for everything that you're doing. And I hear that you're doing really great. Looking forward to some great things in 2021 and being the first of 2021 driver of the month.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
And so that, Davy's, he went all the way from being a go-kart champion to running ARCA practice up at Daytona, and who knows what he's going to be doing next. So, that's a pretty big deal. I mean, you become a go-kart champion and become, driver of the month all in one time. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, thank you, guys. I appreciate it. That's awesome. It's been a really good year so far for me, and we hope to keep the momentum rolling.
Now, go ahead and tell Scott, while you can, go ahead and tell Scott how putting those stickers on your car, how well you've done since then.
Yeah. So since the stickers, we got rained out that first weekend, so I didn't get to run on that night. But this last weekend, we had a pretty good outing. I ended up with a 4th and a 3rd, and we didn't have a very good qualifying effort. We're still missing that a little bit, but so I started 14th first race, and we drove our way up to 4th, and then in the second race we ended the night with a 3rd. So they're doing me pretty good.
Yeah, that's it. That's what I was talking about. And even on the night that you got rained out, didn't you have the pole before the rain out?
No, I didn't get the pole.
I thought you had the pole before the rain out.
No, we're slacking in qualifying effort for some reason. We just haven't quite hit on that yet, but we were good in practice all day. Top 5, all day of practice, and we had a good hot rod that night.
Yeah. Well, I thought about putting the stickers on, and then my motor blew up. So if I'd have really put them stickers on, I'd have ripped them things right off.
Oh yeah, it'd have blown right off.
Hey, Davey, do you ever come to the Hampton Roads area?
Not very much. No, I mean I have been.
Well, me and Jack would probably want to try to put together a program because Scott's looking for a driver coach. Somebody that has, done pretty well like yourself. I mean, you started off in karts, so did Scott. You advanced, Scott didn't. Already been in an ARCA car. Scott touched one before. And Scott won a race, but he stole that race.
I thought the cops were going to do afterwards.
You got to get him. But I'd be more than happy to help Scott out. We need to get him down here, get him in one of these go-karts and get him back to the fundamentals, I guess.
Yeah, let's take him back to the fundamentals.
But think about it, Davey. You did all this in just a couple months, man. You did all this real fast in a couple months.
It was super easy.
Yeah. and we got a guy here been running karts forever. He still ain't, he's not getting there yet.
Mm-hmm.
Good thing about the go-kart is it only has a gas and a brake pedal. Doesn't have a clutch.
Well,
thanks, Davey.
we have a problem with that. We understand we have a problem with that too. So, all right, now, Davey, before we get Nikki on here, you got an announcement that Diana told me about the other night. So Go ahead and tell us your announcement that you got.
Yeah, so our big announcement, I'll be driving the Mullins Racing number 3 at Southern National on June 12th. So I'm really excited to partner up with them and be able to drive Willie's car, and hopefully we can, we're going to go for the win.
What's going to happen if you outrun Willie?
That already knows it.
Yeah, that's if I can't outrun Willie, this will be my debut, my retirement on one.
Well, we all know who the boss on that car. After I spent that night up there with you guys at Dominion, we know who the boss is. So she may fire you before Willie does.
Oh, she'll be the first to fire me.
Well, Davey, we really appreciate the fact that you joined us tonight, and congratulations. I knew about this when I was talking to you before, and I didn't want to spell it, but I'm going to be coming up to Dominion, and Mark Potter and I are going to present it to you out there on the racetrack one night when I get up there. So, congratulations.
Yeah, thank you very much, and I really appreciate you guys having me on the show and giving me the award and all. And just really thank Don and Willie again. It's a dream come true. So just really pumped.
Well, I can't wait to see it because I'm gonna try to make it down there for that too because I want to see you do well on that. I want to see you beat Willie Mullins. That's all it is to it. I mean,
All right, man.
I notice he's not even in the picture. He's out there he's probably trying to fix the car so you can't win.
He's hard at work over there, so we're giving it everything we got, and I got good vibes about it. Of course, I don't have a whole lot of in these cars, but I got some good. We got Tony Furr as the crew chief, so I got some good experience there. And I got a couple of drivers that are going to hopefully help get me caught up on the tire wear and all that. So I think we're going to do pretty good.
All right, man. Well, we'll see you hopefully I'll be up before long, and then hopefully I'll be able to see you down there when you race at Southern National.
Absolutely. Looking forward to it, buddy.
All right, man. Talk to you later, Davey. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
All right, let's bring Nikki in here and let her talk for a minute. I know it's going to be hard with Brian on here.
Funny. True.
Now, Nikki, you don't have a trampoline in your backyard, do you?
I do not have a trampoline in my backyard.
Hold on a minute. I didn't say you did. I'm just asking Nikki, does she have
Okay.
First of all, I'm scared to know why I'm asking. And second of all, I have a 3 and a 5-year-old. So go ahead and figure out the answer to that question.
Okay. Well, I just wanted to make sure you don't have one because Brian has gotten this where he's got him and a friend of his and that has a nickname. His name Lugnut. And they like to go out there and do the trampoline thing. So I was,
Where do they come up with these ideas at? I don't know, Scott.
First of all, these are not ideas. These are facts.
No. No.
I know that you have a best friend named Lugnut. Like, come on. This Brian Morehouse stuff. Right?
And we haven't really told her the whole story yet.
Well, let me explain this story real quick. When we had G, or y'all had G.
Wait, you're going to explain something real quick?
Yeah.
Okay, sure. We'll roll with that. Go ahead.
Real quick. We when y'all had G on the show, y'all told him about me and my friend Lugnut. He did not even get off of the show, and he called me up and said, "What's this deal with Lugnut?" And G is the one that owns GAC Enterprises LLC, and I'm going, "What are you talking about?" Because I was on the Jack Dodson show. What's going on? I said, "Oh my God, these guys, they take one story and they run with it."
I don't know that we ran with that one too much.
That's what we do.
Yeah. I like to see Jack run one time. Nah.
You let Lugnut get around me, I'll run.
I do want to explain to everybody a little bit how we all came up with the idea of Driver of the Month, Rookie of the Month, Driver of the Week. We were all sitting down in North Carolina down at the Honey Hog one Friday night during a Charlotte race having dinner. And we were with Ray Highsmith, and it was Scott, Jack, myself, and our families. And we were talking about a way to be able to give back to those in the racing community. Not everybody wins a race. Not everybody, is dominating and everything with a race. But there's people out there that are really doing well. And that's how we came up with Driver of the Week. And it's really cool when you turn on Facebook on a Saturday night at 10:51 and you see people are already voting for Driver of the Week. The Racing Mafia spoke, and I do believe that Scott Allen is losing his fan club.
Scott Allen has lost his fan club because I've already put it out. He is not eligible for any votes. So all of a sudden, all this mafia switched over, and I started having that same problem again the other night. The race won't even over, and I was already hearing about it. So I waited until midday on Sunday before I even put anything about voting for it.
Things are too late at that point.
Well, as we started putting all this together, in 2021, I reached out to Nikki and VA811, and they thought it was just a fabulous idea to join the Jack Dodson Racing Insider News with Scott Allen and come up with the award that they have as Rookie of the Month. Great things are happening. Everybody beware. August the 7th is going to be one. I believe it's August the 7th. I may have my dates wrong.
No, you are 100%
100%.
this time.
DA811 is going to invade Langley Speedway, and it's going to be nothing but a blast. I'm actually coming in town to be able to hang out with the staff of VA811 for.
They're going to let you come in?
Huh?
They're going to let you come?
Yeah, I don't get to sit up front with them, but I get to sit in back. And something about I got to open and close the door, wear a top. I don't know. They're going to let me hang out with them for a day or two.
Okay. All right. Well, Nikki's going to make sure you do what you're supposed to do while you're here.
Okay.
I know how that works.
That's
Nikki,
legit.
we're going to have you on. We're going to have this rookie come up here. We're going to have him come on the show in just a minute, and I'm going to let you help me congratulate him. But we know you got the certificate. And I appreciate you doing that. We're gonna get you back on next week.
Yes.
To officially do that.
Yes, I'm so sorry about that. My civic duty and jury duty were kind of locked, so I couldn't make it. I really.
So you didn't have anybody like Brian Morehouse you had to lock up today, did you?
No, but one of the jurors was a little Brian Morehouse-y. Like, I'm not gonna.
I liked it better when we picked on Scott Allen.
I like Nikki. She's my new favorite marketing partner here.
I told Chuck Hall today that she was coming on, and he said, "She better not talk bad about me." I was like, "Oh, we're planning on it."
Oh, never talk bad about Chuck. I have too much on Brian to go on it. I don't need it anymore.
And you ain't got the good stuff yet. You got to come here next week and get the good stuff because we're going to tell you the good stuff.
Oh, I can't wait.
Yeah, Nikki really scared me with that, but we'll I almost got her back. I told her a story that I was going to do to her, but I was like, nah, I may end up getting in trouble for that, but I'm still war.
But even better is when you told me your plan, I already had a comeback like that. So
You did.
let's see how this
Can I
goes.
tell him what I was going to do to you?
I can't remember.
Okay. She did this whole thing with Chuck Hall. They pulled my leg about, how he, treated her. And I called him up and I was scared to death. And he goes, we're playing with you, right? And I'm like, oh, Lord. So they really had me scared. So I was going to put on Facebook Marketplace. She was having a garage sale on a Saturday morning at 7:00. But then I thought to myself, I could get fired for doing something like that. I would do it to Scott Allen, though.
Yeah, you could have done under his name.
When I was with Performance Plus, Scott Allen had me come over his house, and he said, I am the brick home right at the end of the cul-de-sac, and I've got a garage, and I've got a guest house. A guest house was a camper. A garage was a car hauler. I was like, Scott, we got to talk, brother.
Epitome of the redneck story.
Now he's got to find a motor for his car. I mean, I gave him $1, and this is all I get out of my $1.
Hey, that's $1 worth. I got to take the hanger back because you didn't pay for that.
Scott, I'm going to give your sponsors a plug here. Scott's got a beautiful brick home with some beautiful gutters by Miles Guttering, right?
That's exactly right. And we got some nice gutter topper to keep all the leaves and stuff out of my gutters. Yeah, it was actually a Valentine's Day present from my wife because she would clean the gutters out. So now she doesn't have to do it anymore.
Look, she cuts the grass. She cleans the gutters. We still ain't figured out what Scott does.
Oh, I do. I know what he does. I was calling him the other night, and he was reading Racing for Dummies, and he said he was really going to learn how to get it. And what does he do? He goes out there and blows the motor up.
I was going too fast.
Yeah, he was going too fast, Mike. Yeah, that was it.
Well, don't tell him that he was only going 28 miles per hour. That's fast for Scott.
But do you know, I was late getting to the racetrack that night, and I get to the gate, and I mean everybody come running at me and saying, Scott done messed up, hit the wall, and all this other stuff. Of course, he didn't hit the wall, but he did blow his motor up. I done heard all the stories in the world. I hadn't even got in the gate yet. So, I knew it wasn't good. So it's, normal Scott Allen stuff, but
hey, somebody's got to be that guy.
So then he goes and gets on the PA system here at the racetrack, and now you think he's a media god.
Well, I do have to say that resume is getting pretty lengthy. He's done arena racing. He's done champ kart racing. He's done Pro 6. He's had a podcast. Now he's an announcer. Scott, where's it going to end at, brother?
Hey, with my ability is sky's the limit.
World domination.
Well, it was pretty bad. Every time, everything he said while he was in that room in there, we're all listening to him, and everything he said while he was in there was, Miles of Seamless gutter this and Miles of Seamless, and I didn't know Miles of Seamless gutter built gutters all the way into his bathroom because evidently they go everywhere.
Hey, I needed a new motor. And I had to make sure they was getting their money's worth.
Now I see a message on here that says Scott was good at parking arena cars. I've always heard he parked before the top dog race.
That's probably what he's talking about. We just pushed out. You got a point for just pushing out.
Anyway, hopefully we're gonna get Ryan Mathews on here in just a second so we can talk with him and let Nikki present him or thank him for being the rookie. So
thank him for being a rookie.
Yeah, well, thank him for congratulating him is a better word. All right.
You see what I'm working with?
I have to carry the show so much. I can't think of everything I got to do.
The heavy lift, but somebody's got to do it.
Yeah,
that's right.
See what I'm working with. So, Brian, would you like to? You don't want to tell the stories or nothing like that. You want me to just wait till private time to tell her?
I think it'd probably be better off.
Well, I can't tell you how.
My lawyer works overtime as is, and I really don't need no more bills. So, nah.
Basically says you're not good at keeping announcements. We got Ryan Mathews. I think Ryan's racing and he's going to talk to us at the same time, it looks like.
Nice.
What's up, Ryan? How you doing, man?
What's up, guys? Good. How about you?
Now, what are you doing? Are you getting some little practice in here, or what's the deal here?
Or is this just a photo opportunity?
No, this is just my iRacing wheel. I've been playing some iRacing today, so.
Well, now, do you ever invite anybody to come up there and take lessons with you? Because Scott needs some.
No, I haven't had any lessons, so.
Well, Scott needs lessons. That's what the point I'm trying to make. He needs them.
Well, I need a motor, so I'm still trying to sell some gutters. So if you need any gutters, I can't give you no discounts. I need a motor.
All right. I'll let my parents know.
All right, that's a good deal.
Ryan, reason why we wanted you on the show tonight is I want to congratulate you. You are Virginia 811, Jack Dodson's Racing Insider News, our first rookie of the month for April. And Nikki Turpin with Virginia 811 is with us tonight, and I'm gonna let her talk to you for just a second, and then I'll get you back.
Yes.
Sweet. Appreciate it.
Yes, thank you so much. So congratulations. We are super excited not about the score, but that you're the first recipient. This is super exciting. Keep on doing your thing, because apparently you're doing something right. So congratulations.
Thank you so much. It means a lot. I didn't have high expectations coming into this year with obviously me moving up to a full stock car. So the season's been going pretty good for us. So I really appreciate y'all are doing this for me.
Well, look, I'm excited. I'm going to get up to pretty soon. I'm going to get up to Dominion and present the award to you and Davey Callihan together up there. He got an award too. We're going to present them at the same time with at the track.
Sweet. That sounds awesome.
So hope everything goes. Now tell us a little bit, since I left you the other night. Tell us what all's happened to you since then. You got another win, didn't you?
Yeah, the following weekend after I was on the show, we got the pole, and then it rained out, so we couldn't race. And then 2 weeks ago, I believe, we set the pole again, got inverted back to fifth, and stayed patient and drove our way back up to get our second win of the year. So it's been pretty fortunate for us this year. Obviously, coming from a legend car, sorry, my dog's in the back, but it's a completely different thing. And I've just been fortunate that I've been in the right spot at the right time and able to get it done both times.
So what was your expectations going into the season? Have you already passed them?
Oh yeah, for sure. My expectations was just, getting some top fives and just learning the car, learning how to drive it and all that. But it's been pretty awesome, and I'm really excited. I think we're going to run for national points, for the Division III national points. So I think we got a really good start this year with 2 wins and 2 races, and we're just going to keep going at it and see what we can do. I don't think anyone in Virginia has won the Division III national points. So that's a goal.
Yeah, that's pretty big. But I got to ask you, is Amy posted, says Big Daddy Mathews from Riley. Is there something we need to know? Are you dating his mama or something? Was he talking about?
No, when back in the Fortnite days, that was my username. So. That's what.
That's a video game.
I know what it is. I know what it is. Now, Ryan, I'm gonna ask you a real. I'm a serious question. I'm gonna get away from joking. I'm gonna get a serious question here. When I came to Dominion, I gave you some stickers, and you put them on your car, and it seems like the performance has really gone up since you got them.
Yeah, when the first race, we didn't have the sticker on the car, and we qualified second. Ever since then, we've gotten the pole, so it's definitely helped out a lot.
Say that one more time so Scott can hear it.
Jack's good at getting on a pole.
Say it again so Scott can hear it, because he don't put the stickers on his car.
I mean, if he did, he'd pick up at least 2/10. I mean, that's what happened to us.
I thought about putting it on my car, and the motor blew up in practice, so I don't know about it now. I had to think twice about it.
But he didn't have the stickers on the car.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, now give your sponsors and everybody a shout out before we let you go, Ryan, and we'll see you soon up at Dominion to give you your award.
Sweet. Yeah, you got to thank Pimbleton Forest Products. Obviously, Brian Pimbleton, April Pimbleton, Landon Pimbleton, that whole family. They've helped me out so much with my racing, and I can't thank them enough. They've done so much for me. My dad and S&M Auto Service for helping me out, and my dad working so hard in the garage throughout the weeks to allow me to do what I want to do on the weekends. My mom at Denise Mathews Real Estate. New sponsor came on board for this year, REM Concrete and Seal Coating. Can't thank them enough. And James River Nurseries for all they've done for me over the past 2 years that we've been together.
Don't look at that little thing down there at the bottom of the thing. Don't look at that. That's Mason Dunn. They only let him out. They only let him out of the house. He's in a home, and they let him out every now and then. So he has to get on here and make an appearance. So. Anyway, Ryan, appreciate it. Thank you a lot. Congratulations. I'll see you soon. And Nikki we're glad we had her here. She's going to be here next week. And if you turn on the show next week, I'll show you your certificate before I get up there.
All right, sweet. I appreciate it a lot.
All right, Ryan. Hope to see you real soon, man. Talk to you. Okay? Later.
Hey,
All right, Brian. Huh? All right, Brian. Well, we appreciate you being with us tonight. I know you're a busy man, got houses all up and down the East Coast, and you're into these trampoline contests.
We might need to stay there, so don't say nothing.
Oh yeah, Scott and I are already planning on being there for Daytona. We'll stay at your place at Daytona for Daytona.
We'll send him over to the other house I just sold. You can stay at this one, Jack. Hey, how about this? I was just thinking, you got that sticker. I'm wondering, giving those out, it seems like it's increased speed for a lot of these drivers.
It really has. It really has.
Well, I was just wondering if you took the last top quarter of that sticker off, maybe they would get another 10th or so. And it would be Jack Dodson Racing Insider News.
You talking about cutting the Scott Allen part off?
Yeah.
Yeah. I can do that. I got a friend that does these. I mean, I can do that.
I got a Sharpie right here.
I am going to laugh so hard if he puts that sticker on the car and he does go out and win.
If he puts that sticker on the car and he wins a race,
yes,
that will be the one time I will leave this box and go down there on the track and stand with him and act like I know who he is. Most of the time, I try not to act like I know who he is, but I'll feel that night.
How about if we make this deal? If Scott Allen wins a race for 1 week, it will be the Scott Allen Racing Insider News with Jack Dodson.
I don't know if I'm going to do that or not.
What do you think?
I'll edit it. I'll fix it.
I don't know if I'll do that or not, because I like the viewership we're having right now.
Well, I do want to thank y'all for everything that y'all are doing and helping everybody in the racing community and letting us be part of the Racer Driver of the Week and also Driver of the Month. And it's just an honor to be working with y'all guys in Virginia 811. I'm really glad to see everything that they're doing. So thank y'all again.
Well, we really, we appreciate the fact that you and Nikki have come on board and helped us out with this. Something that started out as something we were not really expecting to grow like it did, but now it's a big part of I go places and they ask the questions about it, and I never expected to get like this. And even if you put Scott Allen's name on stuff, you don't expect it to grow very well, and it did.
It's like a chia pet.
Oh, Lord. Well, thank y'all again, man. Look forward to seeing y'all guys. Nikki, looking forward to seeing you in August, celebrating 811 Day and having Langley Speed 811 sponsoring out at Langley Speedway. Looking forward to enjoying time with y'all guys. Look forward to seeing you, Jack and Scott, my next visit home. Y'all take care, and thank y'all again.
Thank you. We appreciate it. And Nikki, we really appreciate you coming on 100%. And helping us out. It's really a big deal. Thanks a lot for all you do. And hopefully, I want to come down and go to the Honey Hog. I heard they having a hootenanny going on down there right now.
Got the third restaurant going in over in Forest City. Got Nanny's Fish Camp and Chicken Champ right down the road from the Honey Hog. So got plenty of eateries here in the western region of North Carolina. And Johnny Ray always has great stories to tell of his days back during his days with racing on the Cup scene.
And I take myself along because y'all seem like a whole lot of fun.
I just want y'all to be aware next weekend. Y'all speak nicely when you are telling Nikki these stories, okay?
No, don't you dare.
We're going to put Nikki right here, and after the show's over with, or maybe even before the show's over with, but before the show starts, we're going to tell her all these little stories about recognizing feet and all this other.
Equal parts excited, equal parts terrified.
You know what? They may not even let me come to the 811 event back in August. That's going to happen in August.
If all y'all get there together, I'm sure she'll have something for you.
Well, thank y'all guys again. Nikki, nice seeing you again. I'll be speaking with you here soon, and looking forward to some great things with North Carolina 811 and Virginia 811 working together to get the message out there to call 811 before you dig.
Absolutely. Thanks, guys, so much. This is awesome.
Thank you for being a part of it. We really appreciate it. See you next week. I can't wait to have you here that we can really talk about Brian.
Yes. See you next week.
All right. Thank you a lot. We appreciate it. Thank you both. Oh, can you imagine what Brian's going to go through next week? He's going to be going through mental anguish next week, waiting to hear what we're going to do.
I need to flip the light on. We got Amanda here says Phoenix Kimball will be up at Langley Speedway next weekend racing the bandos. She wants you guys to know #88.
Oh, okay.
Well, we're glad to have her come out.
So when Phoenix comes up here and she beats Riley, I'll be real excited about that. and
somebody needs to. Well, I tell you what, the young man the other week, he's got something for Riley. It seems like it's going to be fun to watch those two kids. And
Amanda, when you get here, we're going to put a sticker on Phoenix's car too, and we'll show you how fast it'll run at that point.
What's up, Robert Pellick?
Oh, Robert Pellick, there's your car owner. He needs to be out there working on the car.
We got work to do.
Yeah, I'd say you got a little bit to do, and it's hopefully it's not going to be.
And Robert, I delivered the gutter, the $1 worth of gutter. I can't let him leave with the thing without another $1.
I mean, I don't get any breaks here. I mean, I thought just knowing him, I'd get a little bit of a break. and with the point that I'm even acting like I know who you are.
So who we got coming up at 7:45 there?
Well, we're supposed to have Chris Johnson, the modified driver. I think he does late models too, and hopefully have him on here in just a few minutes. And that'll be great to have him here and talk with him.
Yeah, past Matt, I'm drawing a blank on Matt's last name, the modified. Passed him a couple weeks ago on a green white checkered and snookered him on the restart and won one.
Ray Highsmith said he has a lug nut story. You'll have to send that to us so we can push this along too. You know, want to help Brian out as much as we can. We want everybody at 811 to know what he's really about. So
said he's trying. oh, Miles is going to give you the hanger being you put up with me. So the hanger.
Wasn't that nice? You know, it's nice to know you have some nice people in your family. They didn't all turn out like you. And Shane.
Well, they couldn't they couldn't do 1 inch, so they gave you 2 inches. You're already getting double the value.
Well, and then it decreased. So anyway,
No,
we're waiting.
Ashley, tell him he just has to open it in Chrome. Or maybe you just need to do it for him. Maybe
that may be the thing. You may have to open it for him.
I mean, of course, she's better looking than he is.
He's a little technology challenged. We claim no DNA. Oh!
I told my grandmother for years that my family tree was like this. I didn't have any branches on it. I trimmed them off.
I can see that.
What's up, Eric Schaefer, man? Where you been? It's coming along. We're needing a motor right now. Oh, he isn't with her. Tomorrow night, Mason Dunn, I'm sure, will be here for Wacky Wednesday. Are you still announcing the Wacky Wednesday there, Mason? Eventually, we got to get some of the Wacky Wednesday guys on here and.
Does that mean Mason? Rodney Davis, what did I miss?
Nothing. But your as Jack would say, the mafia worked.
Yeah, the mafia worked. You got Kobe Bryant. His I want to say that other name so bad. Every time I say Kobe, I want to say the other one.
Time to have a real analyst on the show. Robbie Parker said it. Robbie will tell you like it is.
Well, yeah. Well, poor Robbie Parker.
Mason said he's a track official and a backup announcer now.
A track official?
Yeah,
Mason Dunn an official?
Yeah. Semi-pro tattoo artist.
Wow.
What? Oh, yeah. His name is Cody, not Colby.
Oh.
I didn't even catch it, Dwight.
It is Cody Bryant. You're exactly right. You're right. Cody
Poor
Bryant.
kid.
I apologize for that, but it's just the way it goes.
I got my lawnmower.
All right, Ashley. You need to put some pressure on him here.
Or Ashley, you could just come on. Like I said, she's better looking than he is, and probably taller.
I think they're about the same. I think I've seen them down there. They're about the same. See who he needs to be on the show. Who was he?
Probably Cody Bryant.
Oh, well, I'll let you know. I've got the word out to him that I want him on the show.
Nice.
I haven't heard anything from them yet, but
I'm sure he will be over on the show. He is such a nice kid. I can imagine what Charlie was thinking when he won the son's first win in that series, which is a big series. Has a lot of cars. And
his dad races against him, right? In that division.
I don't know if he was running the other night or not. I didn't see.
You need to help him with that.
What does he push when he makes an account? He shouldn't have to make an account. The link, he should just be able to open the link and put his name in the thing and click go, and it will appear.
Dwight Nichols says his dad was running second to him for a while.
Oh, nice.
That's even better when you beat your dad like that.
Yeah, I wonder if he roughed him up when he went by.
That would be funny, too. I'd like to see that. Be almost as good as the girlfriend-boyfriend running into each other.
Man, that was entertaining. For sure.
I've gotten a lot of people have said that was cool. You know, they went back and after they were on the show, they went back and looked at it. So that was something else. I wish we could have played. Had a way we could have played it during the show.
Yeah, like what was going on? She was mad.
Yeah.
I wonder if Charlie ended up running second or how close he was to him.
I don't think he was second. I think he was.
I mean, that had to have been pretty cool to run second to your son.
Cody was out front the whole race.
Ah.
So Dad didn't catch him too well.
He didn't have a chance.
No. All right, Ashley, give us an update on what we're waiting on here. Give us a little insight on.
Jimmy Atkins might have passed him in the end for the bid for Charlie to take third. Well, I'm sure Charlie made it as hard as he could on anybody going towards the sun. I mean,
He wouldn't have got. A lot of people wouldn't have got there.
yeah, but I mean, Charlie and Jimmy Atkins got some history. They so she's working on it. Known each other a long time. I think they're friends, and so I'm sure they were racing each other pretty hard. Probably kind of like you and me racing each other kind of hard.
Yeah. Somebody asked me, what was that night out here? You and Scott need to race against each other. Nope, that's not going to happen. And they want to know, well, why won't you do it? Are you scared to race, Scott? I said, no. If I do good, then I'm going to want to stay out there and keep racing. If I don't do good, I have to hear everything else. And I just assume that's a no-win situation.
Ashley, this is one time of the season he keeps you around. Oh, so Charlie tried to dump Jimmy a few times. I bet he did. I would say he probably did.
Now that would have been not a good story out here because it might have been
Father spins car out to keep us so his son can win. Hey, Jimmy actually would be pretty funny when we should have on sometime.
I've tried to get him on. I've tried to call. I never got any response back. I'd like to have him on here. We've had Charlie on here before. I'd like to get him. Maybe he'll come out here next week with Cody Bryant.
Yes.
So, well, we're still waiting, and while we wait,
Bobby Parker said we could do it on kids' night, ride along night, and Jack will just park it.
Robbie Parker, I really, I don't know why they let him out of that institution.
Say, come on, girl. The poor.
That's just so hilarious.
Do what?
That's just fun.
That's hilarious.
We're waiting on it too.
Thanks to Chick-fil-A for my dinner tonight.
It's just I think he got it.
Not so far because he's not on the screen.
We hadn't seen him get here yet.
We'll see. Did you send him the right link?
Yeah.
Okay.
Send him the.
Maybe a phone call. If that's what we got to do, that's what we got to do.
Well, we can do it either way. Just I'll send you a message.
Roger Bell's Robbie Parker for president.
Roger Bell, you're gonna be at the racetrack at Friday night. I think that'll be.
Rodney Davis said, "Send me the damn link." Yeah. What's up, Ryan Crawford? Ryan's a guy we should have on the show sometime. What's up, Richard? Thanks for checking out the show, Richard Burgess.
tell Robbie Parker to stand by. And we'll talk with him while we're waiting on
Robbie Parker. I guess you're getting a message here. Dwight Nickens says, "I'll take the link." It's just his head. Oh, wait a minute.
There he is.
Wait a minute. He might not be able. He can find Victor Lane, but he finally found this.
All right. Cool deal.
What's up, Chris?
Doing well.
I was wondering what was going on there. Ashley said you were not very, you're not very good with the computer and stuff.
No, I'm not.
I ain't gonna say what else she said, but
Hey, Chris, you've been around racing for a while and done a lot of different stuff. When did you start racing?
I started racing about October of 1992 at Capital City Speedway down where the Johnson land is owned at.
Oh, okay. Well, that's cool. I mean, and everybody knows you got a little bit of a history with Eddie and all that group down there too. So you got some pretty good people to pull from.
Oh yeah, I've had great people. I've had great support all my life. My cousin, he did go-kart racing for many years, and he kept me through that till probably about 2006, 2007. Ran go-karts, and in 2007 we started running the modified division. And 2011, Hughes Racing gave me the opportunity to run a limited schedule and a limited late model at Southside, and did that. And then 2012 we ran there, and then just kind of been back and forth a little bit ever since.
Yeah, you've been doing a little bit of both the late model and the modified. And I guess the question I want to ask is, which one do you like best? I mean, it looks like you like the modified pretty well.
The modified division is a fun division. It's also a division we've been able to be very competitive with a limited budget. The late model racing at Southside, that was excellent. That was always fun doing that. But it's two different worlds out there with the modifieds and the late model as far as just competition levels, and they both have their goods, their bads, and really either one of them I enjoy racing. I've been able to accomplish a lot with the modified, and the late model I haven't run as steady and consistent, and I'd love to win a true late model stock car race, and that's kind of been on our agenda and our goal here for last 2 or 3 years, and kind of a focus for us. But it's a different world in the late model stock car racing now.
So how do you divide up your time? I mean, what makes your decision of what you're going to run? I know you're probably running for points here at Langley or whatever most of the time, but what makes the decision whether you're going to run a late model? Because didn't you run the late model not too long ago up at South Boston?
Yes, we ran a couple of weeks ago up there. We had a free weekend off from the modified and took our opportunity to go up there and run that. Really just a lot depends on what our team's doing the weekend. We try to stay together on the weekend. Adam Medic, he owns everything, and it's been a blessing to have him and Carrie to support me and allow me to do what I do. And they're very supportive on what I like to do as much as what he likes to do. But, at the end of the day, a lot depends on, his work schedule, my work schedule, and what's racing and what's not, and, who can race the most. And, we try to divide it up so that me, Michael, and Adam all get, fair opportunity every year to race and be together.
Yeah, and I mean, Adam, he's won a race up at Dominion this year, I think, hadn't he? He's won one.
Yep, the opening night at Dominion, he won, and then the next weekend came down to Langley, and I drove the car that he ran at Dominion, and we were able to win in that. And then this week, Michael drove the car that we all ran at Dominion. So it's kind of, it's a whole team effort here. It's not, Adam, me, or Michael. It's about all of us, and all of us getting the opportunity to race and have a good time.
Are y'all all close to the same size, so you ain't got to worry about changing the seat and all that stuff?
Well, I got a seat pad I use in it that they wrote on there that says Chris Dodson's booster seat. So that kind of travels with me from car to car, depending on what car we're driving.
Wow.
I understand. I understand. Taylor wants to know where's your cup at?
Which one?
I'm assuming the one she made for you.
She's lucky I got on here. Must bless my cup tonight.
Chris, have you had the opportunity to race against your dad?
Oh yeah, I've had many opportunities. Last 2019 and last year we ran at Southside. We ran a full schedule together that year.
No.
And a couple weeks ago at South Boston we ran together. So there's been multiple times we've run together.
I bet that's fun for you, but probably more so for him to race against you.
Yeah, it's a different feeling racing with him. He's been very successful, and it's sometimes it's an honor to get to race with him, and even more of an honor on nights that we end up beating him.
I was going to say, who beat who?
Well, the last year we ran Southside, between the two of us, we won 8 out of 12 races. So we had a successful year there in the late models there.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, only if you could have raced against him in the 90s when he was on fire.
Yeah, he's always been great at Southside. Like I said, he won 4 races that year at Southside. He won 4 and we won 4. And it was many nights we battled it out to win the race.
But he always ran Southside really well. He was probably one of the best at Southside for a long time. And I mean, I hated to see that place close because y'all guys y'all had some pretty good races out there.
I don't know, 94 or so. He was pretty good here.
Yeah, I think it was 93. He won like 22 or 24 races at Langley that year.
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't know that part. I must have forgot that.
Yeah, I forgot one time he qualified and he turned to 56 or something like that, and I think the closest person to him ran to 90.
Yeah, that year he worked a lot that year on Saturdays, so a lot of times he didn't even get to show up till qualifying time. And that was the year he was really on fire.
No, cool. I mean, I know that's good that you get to experience that. I know you were probably around a lot of those things when he was doing it.
Yeah, I didn't miss too many of them.
Now, was it always the case when you were growing up that you knew you were going to go race, or you always wanted to race?
Since I was 7, 8, I've been in go-kart racing, and I raced go-karts for many, many years. And it wasn't until 2007 when Ricky, who pretty much owned all the Johnson stuff, he called me and said, "Hey, we bought a modified. You want to go racing?" And I said, "Well, I don't know. It was kind of out of my comfort zone at the time." And I said, "Well, we'll give it a try." And we've been there ever since.
Well, that's good. I mean, that's good that you got that opportunity. And now, what are some of the things that you're hoping to do towards the end of this year? I mean, I know you got some other things you want to do. Are you going to be running any of the big late model races, or what's going on the rest of the year?
A lot depends. We sat down over the winter, and last year we had good runs last year. I was fortunate to win a race at Langley last year, but all in all, we kind of, I can't say we struggled. We weren't where we wanted to be. We won't, walk in the racetrack, winning team every week. Well, I can't say winning team. We worked hard, but we weren't where we were. So this year we took the winner. We've done some things, and we're doing some experiment this year to try to get us back to winning form.
You want to tell us like what kind of things?
And I think it's kind of showed so far this year. Adam won at Dominion. I won at Langley. The other week at Langley, I drove a different car that's kind of a experimental car that we're working some bugs out on. And this week we'll probably end up back at Dominion. They got twin races for the modifieds, and it's kind of Adam's turn to run this week. So I'll step back this week, and Adam will get to run. He didn't get to run last week, and the late model we kind of went a different direction over the winter with that, and went to South Boston and had the best finish we've had in that car in the last 3 years, and pretty excited about that. And we'll probably be back down there in 2 weeks, hopefully.
I mean, you seem to be a type of a guy that's done a lot. You probably don't have the budgets that some of these teams have out here as far as running, but you seem to do well in those situations. But because you have the talent to be able to drive the car and make more out of nothing than most guys can.
Yeah, I've been very fortunate, with my daddy and Ricky and their racing knowledge for, 30, 40, 50 years that, I grew up with good teachers. It's not from hard work. It's every night, every day you're thinking, you're working. Like I said, this winter, we sat down and rebuilding, and I think it's shown so far this year that, we really did our homework and we worked hard to get back to the top again. And it's a hard thing to stay at the top in racing. And, you get to the top and you kind of slack and you fall behind. And that's kind of what we did in modifieds. I was very successful with that and won a lot of races many years. And, then we kind of got glued to just running Southside on Friday nights and came back to Langley and we were behind. And it's taken a lot of hard work to get back up there.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm glad you stuck to it and have come back and done well. So we really appreciate the fact that you're doing that and coming to Langley and racing and being a part of the racing here.
Yeah, I love Langley. Langley's probably one of my favorite tracks to drive. Langley's really, it's a driver's racetrack. And I've been fortunate enough to win quite a few races there. And I'd like to get Adam and Michael wins at Langley as well. And that's kind of our goal this year is to get our cars top notch so they can get them and get wins there. It's a neat place. It's a special place, very unique. And, it's a team effort over here. It's not just me. It's, Adam and Michael. Bad's come along. He's helped us a lot. And we just work together every week and put our heads together every week. And, it's, nobody's better than anybody over here. And, just like last week, Adam stepped aside and me and Michael ran. And then this week, I'm going to step aside and Adam and Michael will probably race. It's not, hey, you got to go run all these races. You got to do all this. It's kind of back to having fun and being successful at the same time.
Chris, look back before I let you go. I want you to look back at something. Back when you were coming along and racing, you were not racing, but your dad was racing and all that was going on. Who were some of the people you looked up to from local racing, like at Southside or here at Langley or where that you looked up to because you were around them and got to see them in action?
It's been a lot of drivers. There's been a lot of great drivers out there. You got the Edwards down at Langley, and Phil Warren, and my daddy Phil Warren. I know I'm a little partial to my daddy, but him and Phil, to me are probably, you look back in that era, they're probably two of the best late model stock car drivers there was. Between many battles, my daddy and Phil. Phil could go race anywhere and win races. My daddy could go anywhere and win races, and that's kind of what I looked at because that's kind of the way I wanted to. I wanted to be able to go, win at Langley, win at Kennelly, South Boston, things like that, and those were two drivers growing up that I really watched and learned a lot from. To be successful at more than just one place and really go win races at other racetracks.
Yeah, didn't your dad win Martinsville the year he won the championship here? I
think that was the same year. I know he won it in '93. He won at Martinsville in '86 back when they ran two events. So he's won it twice. He's been really close quite a few times to win the race. So I had some last lap incidents that took him out from it, But like I said, him and Phil could go up and down the East Coast anywhere and win races. And, that's what I looked at was, who can go and win races everywhere.
For sure.
Well, give your sponsors a shout out and everything, because I know you got some people helping you out and anybody helps you with the car.
Yeah, I got to give special thanks to Adam and Maddock and Kerry. If it wasn't for them, I don't know that I'd still be racing right now. Well, I can't say that. We'd probably be racing, but we wouldn't be able to do what we do. Wouldn't be able to have the fun. Michael Johnson, he's been by my side for many years, and he's got to win quite a few races. Jimmy Babb, Westburg Performance, they helped us out some this winter. Late Mile Side, we got After Hours Fabrication, and then we got Brett Hamilton Enterprises. Lewis Bard, LA Engineering, he takes care of all our engines for us, and we have very, very few engine failures, and, that's very important to finish races. And all the team behind me, we got Patrick, Charlie, Jimmy, all the wives, all the girlfriends behind us. They're the ones that probably need more thanks than anybody because they put up with more than any of us do.
I was going to say, Chris, don't forget your girlfriend.
Yeah.
I mean, she had to help you get on here, so you know.
Oh yeah,
Can't get her.
she takes care of the communication stuff. That's for sure. I just hand it to her and say, here you go.
That's the best way to do it. We do that too.
Yeah.
And we're married, so we know how it is.
We're not married.
Shut up. All right, dude. Chris, we appreciate you spending some time with us tonight.
Yes,
Thanks
sir.
a lot for sticking it out and getting on here and talking with us. We really enjoyed it. Hopefully we can talk to you again real soon.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good luck, man.
You're a smart ass. There's something wrong with you.
Well, I mean, and just the way you were saying it, Jack, it was like,
Well, that's our show for tonight. I want to thank Brian Morehouse, Nikki Turpin with the VA 811, NC 811, and then Ryan Mathews, Davey Callihan, going to be running a Barker car.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's a long ways from that go-kart he was racing. So
It is. I just hope he'll do better than the boss. Well, no, he's not going to do as good as the boss. When she done put up there that she was the boss.
yeah, I saw that, and I didn't acknowledge it because I had already said it, so I was going to let that go. But anyway, next week on the show, I know for a fact I'm trying to get Cody Bryant on the show. I'm also going to have Tim O'Quinn on the show next week. Know who Tim O'Quinn is?
Go Carter.
Yeah.
No? Then no, I don't.
He's the general manager out at Lonesome Pine Speedway. And I talked
That
with
was
him,
my next guess.
but I was watching he does a little thing on Friday afternoons from Lonesome Pine, and I was watching it, and he evidently knows who we are because we got mentioned, and I didn't know who he was.
It's funny how that happens. We go some places and I'm like, hey, I forgot where we were at Charlotte at the time. I'm like, Jack, who's this guy over here? He's like I know him, like we're friends, and I don't know who the heck he is.
And we'll have a couple other people on next week. And Nikki's going to be here with us next week to bring the thing up here and be a part of the show, and we can talk to her about Brian. And Brian won't be on here, so we won't have to
He
worry.
can't defend himself.
That's right. And he probably is going to be out somewhere on a trampoline or something.
Well, you got to get some exercise.
And those trampoline competitions are hell out here.
Hmm.
So anyway, but he's the big guy now. Has a house in Florida and has a house up here. And well,
Those are good friends to have.
I
It's
know.
like a boat.
So we're gonna
You don't need a boat. You just need a friend with a boat.
maybe we can get our pilot to fly us down there. And
Yeah.
that would be fun too.
Yeah.
For you. He did pretty well. So I'd fly with him again. Yeah, I would. Anyway, that's our show for tonight. Please like and share our show. We really love doing this for everybody. Everybody send Scott $1. You can get a piece of gutter.
We'll fix you up.
And that'll be fun. And hopefully we'll see him back on the track in a couple weeks and ready to go. And we'll see you all again next week. Thanks for being with us.
All right. Thanks, guys.